All right, so did you have a coaching with a singer or?
No, I didn't.
You did not. You just did this on your own. Okay, so you've had some training in choir then to talk about legato line, obviously, and vowel shape and color.
Yes.
Well, you've sung in a choir for a year, so there was some discussion around diction.
Yeah.
Okay. The reason I would ask whether or not there was some coaching was because it's usual that for someone with limited vocal experience, it feels awkward to sustain vowel shape and to have legato line emerge. And there was some serious legato line going on here. Would you agree?
Yes.
Yeah. Not to mention really juicy musical phrasing. Huh? This is a seriously sensitive musician. So let's capitalize on that a little bit. Okay, and so we'll play around with even more, I'll call them cultured vowels. All right, so we want just a little bit more of that sort of British open drawl. We want more spaciousness than we would normally use. So on that scale of Bugs Bunny all the way over to Ten by John, which is too far, we want just to go over here. I'd say right here, most of the time is where we are. I want to go over there. So say with me, oh, love is handsome.
Oh, love is handsome.
Love.
Love.
That one. Do you hear the difference? It's like ding. It's like hitting the tennis ball in the sweet spot of the racket. It just goes over the net, you know, as opposed to fanning the shot. Yeah? Okay. So let's go from oh, love is handsome and love is fine, pure as a jewel when it is, and say new. New. Say that. New. When you have that sound in English diction to be sung, you do a glide. New. Not new, which was a beautiful lip vowel, but let's put the E in there. New. Say that. New. Yes, welcome to English diction. 17 vowel sounds and combinations. Very annoying, but totally possible to conquer. Here we go. Oh, love is handsome. Yeah. Go for it. Yeah.
Oh, love is handsome and love is fine, pure as a jewel when first it is new.
Yes. Woo! Look at you, Carrie. I had this conversation with the 10:30 class. I don't think I said it to you. See, I'm having one of those moments. You have to forgive me. It's like the weirdest version of deja vu because it's not really, but it feels like it could be. But here's this one. Did I say this to you earlier about one of the moments I love about vocal methods? No. Here it is. It just happened. You all come into this class at the beginning of the term and go, I don't know. I was like, okay, voice majors are going, I already know this. And people who are not voice majors are going, I don't want to know this, right? So that's all happening. And then we have this moment where it's like, okay, now the rubber meets the road, and here's somebody singing up there, and you know, we have a discussion around resonance and lip vowels, and he does it, and you all go, yeah! And I go, you care? I love it. But did you actually think about that? No, you've got music educator written all over you. And this is the part that is daily a miracle to me. Julie and I were just having some conversations. We had a fantastic class earlier. Two fantastic singers who don't even know that they're singers suddenly went, a singer. I play euphonium, but a singer. Fantastic. We're going to have scarves next time we get We were just saying, how lucky are we? We come to work every day, and we get to watch somebody go, nice about themselves, and they pay you. This is not, it's addictive. It is addictive to be able to be part of the process where somebody recognizes their own value, where somebody goes, life just got a little better somehow, and you get to go, great to be here as a witness. And then you go to your mailbox and pick up your paycheck. It's like, it's but did you just feel that in you? You all went, yeah, Kyle, what about it? O vowel. You, about a glide. You actually care now. I wish I could do this for the first day of classes and go, look, this is what's going to happen. You're going to go, yes, about singing. And not even your own, somebody else's. Okay, I'll stop. All right. How about that for you?
That was good.
Yeah? What about it was good?
I felt like I was saying the words better, but it did feel awkward with my mouth. So.
It didn't feel like it.
It did feel a little.
I bet it did. Yeah, it's an exaggeration of the isn't it? Okay. What did you hear that was different this time? Can you give me big picture ideas? What changed when he was changing the vowel shape? Why did you cheer suddenly? Yeah.
With the extra resonant space, the tone warmed up a lot more, and it got louder too than from the first time around, and it just sounded.
Amplification is power. Don't have to push. That's good. Very important. Oh, love is an option. So you can only do so much of that in a day. What if you could mix in a little more breath energy and a little more power from resonance? Oh, love is hot. Yeah, it's just as loud. It'll carry over the orchestra, and you can sing for 3 hours in the show. This is good. Good to know. What's your instrument, sir?
Piano.
Okay. Just to let you know, every year in Vocal Methods, at least 2 people, if not sometimes 5, change their major to voice. I'm not saying you need to do that, but I'm just saying, you know, it's a lovely instrument that one has here. Yeah. Oh, love is handsome and love is fine. A little bit more of that British thing going on there. Okay, here we go. Yeah.
Oh, love it.
Oh, did you get the diphthong? Oh. Yeah. Hi.
Oh, love is handsome and love is fine. Pure as a jewel, when first it is new. But love grows low and
How is that? You're gonna start doing the wave. You realize that if we had anybody else in the room, like, you know, bankers, accountants, they'd be like, you people are so weird. You're cheering about an E. I mean, but there's something sincerely triumphant about this that goes well beyond the E pitch. Do you get my point here? And can I just say to you, it has much to do with the fact that you have set up a situation here where it's okay to try. I mean, he's really going for it in a high part of his range. This is scary business. What if it cacks? That's embarrassing, right? Did you feel any fear about that?
Yeah.
And still you did it.
Yeah.
This is because of the situation that you have created here, so thank you for that. Now, I have a feeling that maybe we're in high baritone now because he's singing in E, and this is right at the area of the passaggio or the register change or the break. All 3 of those terms singer people would talk about, where it's true that you would need to start mixing some falsetto. But I'm just curious, Kyle. Let me just try this. Are you okay to do this little rangy thing? Sure. Yes, good man. All right.
oh, oh, oh.
Does that feel like it's getting hard work for you? It's like the top is where you, yeah. Okay. Go on.
Oh,
That's an F. And you hear the strain that's in the sound there. So he's full voicing it up to a G, which isn't typical of a bass. Definitely not. Baritones, a high baritone, could generally do that. If you were a tenor, I think this would have a slightly different timbre. He has to really go for it here rather than kind of glide up and over and have it be slightly easier in the voice. So that's my guess right now, is that we're in baritone now. What are you singing in choir?
Bass.
Yeah. Okay, and let's go down. So the E at the bottom was there. The E flat was a little bit on the pulse register side, right? So here's the reason that he's singing bass, because he's got that little pitch down there, but I have a feeling in second term we're going to go baritone. But for now, stay in bass. Sometimes this happens when the voice change is still not entirely settled, and the guys' voices will go one extreme or the other, right? So I have a feeling that these are a little bit fake, these low notes down here, and we might just gravitate up a little higher, because you know, your G right now, for baritone, a G would be about the bottom. He's got an E with relative ease, but you can see, just as Jordan very wisely demonstrated, that there's some extra work going on to get that sound. So we'll see whether or not those are true, or whether or not that's a stage right now. Okay? Thank you.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
More exaggeration of that British sound. Okay? In choir 2. Thank you very much.
Good, good.
Thanks.
Random.